guys brought your seatbelts. These teams fly up and down the floor.
I'm strapped in. I locked in. I'm ready to go. This is a matchup I've been looking forward to. I love these fast-paced ones.
Yeah, me too. But the big question is, who can slow the other one down? I also think dictating the pace is going to be key right here.
Mitchell, shot's good.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Heidemann. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Mitchell outside. Pass to Hole. Here's Boston. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Cole. The three comes out of the gate empty.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Johnson outside. Pass to Heidemann. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Boston. Mitchell outside. Now here's Clark. Back to Mitchell. Puts up a three. Hits it from three-point range.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Johnson. Now Heidemann. Now Johnson. She's covered by Mitchell. And again, it's the Storm missing. And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first. Traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her.
Now here's Johnson. Shot to end the cold run. It's good. First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Clark. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Does not find the mark. She's made two and missed one now. Pass to Heidemann. Up top, Johnson with the shot. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Billings left side. Clark. Boston sets a screen. Now Clark. Pass to Hole. Takes it out to Clark. And here is Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Fever. Here's Horston. Cole defending. Here's Heidemann. The tray. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Mitchell outside. Kelsey Mitchell missing again. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Horston. Heidemann. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
And here's Clark. Shot to stop the drought. The rebound by Malunga. Here's Heidemann. They set the pick to the inside. And she uses the glass on the layup.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Now here's Boston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Down low. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
Pass to Heidemann. Back to Johnson. Puts one up from 19. The Fever pull it in.
I don't know what she was thinking about on that shot, but that's just not smart basketball.
Not at all. She shouldn't have even considered taking that shot.
Here's Mitchell from deep. Good on the triple.
You just love a player like her. She's been the floor general at the offensive end.
She has been on it today, just doing a great job of keeping that ball moving.
Now here's Johnson. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Clark. They trail by 1. Such a wide open look.
She is not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when she's got that much room, at least.
Here's Heidemann. She's covered by Clark. Pass to Horston. And Hull gets the whistle that time.
Let's see.
That's her first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for your Fever. Maisha Hines Allen. Sophie Cunningham.
Here's Malunga. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Horston, no good. Now here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. The rebound by Malunga. Seattle trailing here. Heidemann. Malunga sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. Lots of great players in this league. But guys, give me your favorites to watch.
Well, I got to go with the player everyone is coming out to see, Caitlin Clark. Her level of skill is just unreal.
Yeah, Clark hits 30-footers like they're nothing. And in the next trip, she's throwing a bullet pass. She is so much fun to watch.
First free throw is good. So she gets them both. Clark with it. Pass to Mitchell. There's a screen by Billings. And that's good. Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
Yeah, Mitchell's really in a groove tonight. She's not being shy at all about shooting the rock.
Now Malunga. And here's Heidemann. It's Katie Lou on the wing. Pass to Heidemann. Fires the 3. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Outside Billings. Hines Allen up top. Shoots the 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Laser focus. Hines Allen was ready to fire the second she got the ball.
Malunga outside. Samuelson outside. Pass to Heidemann. Now here's Malunga. She's guarded by Billings.
Fever foul. Monique Williams. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Storm, Dominique Malunga. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. That's off as well, so she misses both. And like a few other current players, Maisha Hines-Allen broke out at the 2020 Wubble.
Yeah, there were lots of players opting out of that season. Hines-Allen got more playing time, and that season, I think it showed off the incredible depth of this league, proving that all some players like a Hines-Allen need is just a chance to play.
And here are the Storm now. They trail by 6. They double her with Boston. Here's Cook. The three-pointer is on target.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
You need some help as well.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Boston. Johnson from outside the arc. That's a no-go, and she's still looking for her first bucket after 2 shots. And here's Cook. Now Melbourne. Now Cook. Samuelson outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Boston. So it's Indiana now. It's a 3-point game. Now Johnson. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Boston. Buries it down low.
The defender a little hesitant to get in her way as she bursts to the hoop. I'm not sure what was going on there.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Fever on top, leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And now, the second quarter just getting set to begin. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Cook. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. The Fever with the lead. Now here's Harris. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
So effective on the drive. First, Harris anticipates, and then she accelerates.
Samuelson outside. For 3. It's good from long range.
Well, Katie Lou, someone you have to run off the line.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Boston. Harris. Here's Cunningham. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, the first player you should be boxing out, Aaliyah Boston. I mean, you cannot let her get going on the glass.
Here's Magbagor. And here's Dolson, covered by Hines-Allen. Dolson's shot's good.
Scoring inside, it's about a lot of things. To me, touch is most important. And Dolson knows how to get the ball in the hoop.
Pass to Harris. From past the arc, drops in the tray.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Seattle trailing here. Samuelson outside. Melbourne. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Nailed from three-point land.
Great answer from Magbagor, hitting her own triple.
Pass to Harris. Cunningham. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot. The balance, it's a huge part of Dolson's game. Might catch defenders by surprise how well she can maneuver with the rock.
Now here's Cunningham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Harris can't hit. Here's Melbourne. She's covered by Cunningham. Samuelson outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Boston outside. Harris. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Pass to McVigor. And here's Melbourne. Here's Cook. Lets it go from deep. Johnson pulls it in. Now here's Cunningham. Takes the three. McVigor grabs the miss.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's Johnson. Boston inside. McVigor's there. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible, playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
And that one misses. Well, this season, we have the Golden State Valkyries, and it's the first expansion team since Atlanta in the late 2000s.
Yeah, and soon the WNBA will expand to Canada with the Toronto Tempo starting play next year. Plus, you got the rebirth of the Portland franchise.
Hey, those are two basketball-crazed areas joining the fold. Personally, I'm really excited for the Seattle-Portland rivalry to be renewed.
And she's good on the second.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Seattle calls timeout. Here's Horston. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Johnson. And here's Horston. Six to shoot. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I'll tell you what, Horston is a terror inside. So athletic and so strong.
Outside. On the wing, Sophie Cunningham. Fires for three. Indiana again missing.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Number 22, Caitlin Clark.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to Johnson. Tries it from 16. Hole with the rebound. Mitchell. Johnson defending. Here's Clark. Cunningham up top. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shot.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Johnson right side. And the Storm miss again. And here's Indiana. Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
When she has the ball, Mitchell is always looking to find an open teammate. Head on a swivel.
Pass to Magbagor. Johnson. Screen by Magbagor. Launches it. Johnson can't get it to go. Clark with it. She has 6. Mitchell outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Seattle. And here's Heidemann. Pass to Magbagor. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Give credit to Magbagor for that hoop. She made a nice pass.
Now Clark. Mitchell outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Superb work inside for Mitchell. She's so good at finding space to shoot from the interior.
Pass to Magbagor. Johnson. Screen by Magbagor. Johnson inside. She's covered by Mitchell. Now here's Magbagor. Not a lot of room. Johnson can't get it to go.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Clark outside. Makes it off the glass.
Easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The Storm trail. Pass to Magbagor. Borston. Screen by Magbagor. To the left side wing. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Boston. Mitchell outside. Now here's Cunningham. Back to Mitchell. Now Clark for 3. They get it back. Boston. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Crash the boards with purpose right there. Some hard-earned second chance points.
Pass to Heidemann. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. The Storm making a switch here. The Fever leading. Here's Mitchell. 14 points for her. Clark. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Pass to Heidemann. Now Malunga. She's guarded by Boston. Inside. And that one's good. Heidemann.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Clark outside. Jacks up a 3. Borston with the rebound. And here's Heidemann. 8 points for her. Down it goes for her third basket and as many tries.
They worked it in nicely right there.
Now here's Clark. 11 points in the game. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Boston. It's rebounded by Seattle.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Pass to Horston. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Clark with it. There's the three. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and she just nails it. It's in. Oh, right at the buzzer.
And what a bonus for them to end the quarter as she beats the buzzer.
Now that is how you use every.
And we finished one half of play. Fever ahead, up 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going.
Fans, get ready for the high RPM and amazing stuff from your pocket buddy, Arena Entertainment.
All right, the second half beginning in a moment. You look at Mitchell in this game, she's been everywhere.
She's the ringleader of their offense, and we saw that in the first half with the way she passed the ball. She kept everybody in step with each other.
And that's just the thing. She knows how to keep the offense balanced and just makes sure that there's always enough looks for everyone.
Now Heidemann. Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Malunga. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Here's Mitchell. Clark outside. Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hole. From downtown. A rebound by Malunga. Seattle with the ball. Trailing by 5. Johnson outside. They set a pick. Now Horston. From beyond the arc. Second chance shot. And it's rejected. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
At the line for the
That one on Billings.
Johnson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for her. Well, 2024 was the final season of Diana Taurasi's WNBA career, a player that many refer to as the GOAT.
Absolutely. I mean, the all-time leader in points scored, 3-time WNBA champion, 14 all-WNBA team selections, 6 gold medals at the games. The list just goes on and on.
Yeah, we could spend the entire game talking about what DT did. I mean, she inspired generations of players and fans, helping build and sustain the success of this league.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 14. Pass the hole to the paint. Left side Boston. Out to the left wing. Here's Clark. Beats the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish her there.
Here's Johnson. She's got 9. Here's Malunga. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
Pass to Mitchell. The 3 ball. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Nice job by Mitchell. She's a primary scoring option in terms of talent, instincts, productivity.
Seattle calls timeout. And here's Horston. Pass to Johnson. Here's Malunga. She's guarded by Boston. Here's Heidemann. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Fever leading. And here's Clark. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Mitchell. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move from Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
Here's Heidemann. She's got 8. And Hull gets the whistle that time.
Let's see.
That's foul number 2 for her. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to the aggressive swat.
She's all over that shot. Had it read the whole way and gets the position she needs to make the play.
Pass to Heidemann. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Johnson. And the Storm miss again. Here's Mitchell. Clark. Boston sets a screen. The 3 is up. And the ball out of play. The Storm will have it.
Storm ball.
Seattle trailing here. Hey, that couldn't be more obvious. Caitlin Clark has had an incredible impact on the Fever.
Well, just look at the individual numbers. Led the league in assists, second in minutes played, and the team impact during her rookie year, they ended an 8-year playoff drought.
To the right side. Pass to Hull. Back to Boston. Down low. Billings. Yes. Great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
Nice decision by Boston. She's got solid passing skills out of the post.
Now here's Malunga. She has 6. Malunga sets a screen. Johnson inside. She's covered by Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Pass to Heidemann. Malunga for 3. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Here's Clark. And there's the Fever with another bucket.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Johnson outside. To the middle. The fader. The Fever pull it in.
The fadeaway about her only option once she decided to shoot. Defender had very good position.
Pass to Billings. Clark, right side, beyond the arc. And here's Cole. This one for three. The shot, no good. Johnson, right side, to stop the run. And the layup is good.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Indiana with the ball. Pass to Boston. Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. No good, and she's missed half of her 14 field goal attempts. Now Heidemann. And there's the pick. Now here's Johnson. She's covered by Mitchell. And that one's good. Heidemann.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
Clark with it. 13 points in this game. From the arc. And she's good on the three ball.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Pass to Heidemann. Now here's Horston. Cole defending. Now here's Johnson from outside the arc. And the Storm, another three.
Really nice pass from Horston, showing some playmaking.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Timeout. Timeout.
Now Mitchell. She's got 19. Caitlin Clark with the three. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Malunga. She's got 6. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Personal foul.
And you know, even before coming to the WNBA, Kelsey Mitchell was an established star. When she finished her college career, she was second all-time in points.
The first free throw is good. The Storm making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Melbourne. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. To the inside. A nice shot by McNagore.
I like how McNagore picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Now here's Clark. 19 points in the game. Mitchell. Indiana again missing.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
McNagore. And she banks in the layup.
These teams really feeding off each other now in terms of energy.
There must have been some kind of speech at halftime as both sides have picked things up. What do you think the coaches were saying, Tim?
Now here's Hines Allen. And Clark outside. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. And the Storm making a change here. On the wing, Sophie Cunningham. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Plays with lots of movement offensively, great from the perimeter, but also capable of doing damage inside.
Here's Heidemann. 6-point game. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Johnson with it. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Boston. Back to Johnson. Shoots the three. And Samuelson pulls it down. 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the layup's good off the glass.
With how well Samuelson shoots it, you can forget she's 6'3", a bigger wing.
Johnson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Boston, defended by Magdagor. 3 seconds left. No good that time. And we have just finished the third quarter, and a tight game we've got. Fever ahead. They lead by a bucket. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
It's the fourth quarter.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Here's Mitchell. Outside, Hines Allen. Back to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Seattle. Now Heidemann. Pass to Magdagor to take the lead. Doesn't go for her. The Fever with the lead. Johnson outside. Here's Mitchell from deep. Sinks the triple.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
Now here's Magdagor. And she lays it straight in.
Great piece of work to get to the hoop. She tore the D to shreds.
Mitchell outside. Back to Johnson. Pass to Hines Allen. Shot clock at 5. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
I like that shot from Hines Allen. Hitting from this in-between area, it can open up the inside, the outside, really the whole floor.
Now here's Magdagor. She's guarded closely. Now Heidemann. Back to Magdagor. Samuelson. It's good. And the assist that time from Ezzy Magdagor.
Well, it is never a bad idea to set up Katie Lou, let her fire.
Pass to Hole. Hines Allen. Mitchell outside. And another three for Indiana.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Here's Heidemann. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. And stolen by Hines Allen. Here's Mitchell. Past the hole. Three-pointer. Storm with the rebound. Here's McGregor. And here's Dolson. Samuelson, Hole defending. Here's Heidemann. Dolson sets a screen. From outside, off the mark. So it's Indiana now. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Cunningham. Fires from deep. Knocks down the three ball.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there. Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Indiana, leading by 5. Now here's Hole. Mitchell. Pass to Hole. Johnson outside. And the fever hit again from deep.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Heidemann. And here's Dolson. She's covered by Cunningham. 3, McGregor. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Seattle with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Samuelson. Buries the long-range jumper.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
And here's Cole. Here's Mitchell. Launches it. That shot off. Now Samuelson. Cole defending. Now Heidemann. Dolson sets a screen. And it's off from three-point range.
She may have been surprised and find herself so open. Maybe that's why she missed.
Back to Mitchell. Johnson. Pass to Cunningham. Johnson the screen. And that's off the glass and in. Seattle trailing here. And here's Heidemann. And here's Melbourne. Three-pointer McGregor. Mitchell grabs the board.
They had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
And it's the Storm with the ball. Inside. Dolson in the post. Hines Allen's there. That one drops for her.
Another good trip for her. She's going to take it on herself to get them back in this game. Let's see how she does.
Johnson outside. Pass to Mitchell. Launches a 3. And it's hauled in by McGregor. Seattle with the ball. Trailing by 5. It's Katie Lou on the wing. Now Melbourne. Here's Heidemann. Johnson defending. Now Samuelson. Here's the 3. It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor.
Oh, for elite shooters like a Katie Lou Samuelson, those corner threes, they almost feel like layups.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Johnson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the paint to tie it up. And a nice bucket from McGregor. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Huge points from Ezzy. She wanted the ball, not scared of the moment.
Pass to Mitchell. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Seattle. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
A nice shot by McGregor.
Great communication between teammates there.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
All right, let's get going on the court. Make some noise, fans.
They're really on back foot at this point.
Yeah, at both ends of the floor. Things are just not going their way.
Clark, right side. No good on the triple. Seattle leading. Pass to Horston. Here's Heidemann. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. Now here's Bull.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Boston. Tipped. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Her shooting's been good, but overall her output has been down. I mean, they'd probably be out in front if she just took more shots.
Now Heidemann. Pass to Johnson. The 3. And it's Billings with the rebound. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
And Blake, they don't want to let it slip away.
Now here's Boston. The kick out to Billings. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. There's a screen by Billings. Mitchell. And there the Fever with another bucket.
And that's some big-time stuff from Kelsey Mitchell. You know she loves being the one at the end, taking those huge shots.
Now here's Johnson. Releases from 15. Sinks it! A huge shot to tie it up.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she trains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Showing a lot of quickness right there. Tough to keep up with.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. Target on the 15-footer. This is a huge possession.
You have to execute, be calm under pressure right here.
Back to Clark. All alone. It's good!
Well, it's urgent time right now for them.
No doubt. They need points, and they need points fast.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Shoot 2.
Doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And she does get the second one. And that narrows the lead to just 3.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. That's not ideal.
And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul.
Indiana Hannah with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And that's just what they have to do in order to get that ball back.
Yeah, to me, that's a good foul. Clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
And that hurts as she doesn't get the first one to fall. Really trying to focus now on the second. And she ends up making the second. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Johnson inside. She's covered by Mitchell. Back to Johnson. Heidemann. And the Storm miss again. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority there.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They could not waste any more time.
She gets the first, and that puts them up 5. And so she drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Yeah, I don't think a 2-point basket does much good for them here.
Yeah, I think that's their only choice, a 3 and then a foul.
Just not enough time left.
Out of bounds, it'll be Fever ball. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Two shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game. And so the Fever take the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
And they put on a show here at home. I think they had and felt like they had the edge and that extra confidence.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Drop on safe, and we will see you next time.